Okay, so I did that plague heart completely unprepared, mostly. But all you really need is to know how to dodge. You need to know how to find a weapon that has high impact. And then you need to have found some form of ranged weapon that helps you hold back the zombies.
So does that explanation require the prepping for a plague heart heading to be on the screen?
Yeah, because we're about to actually prep for a plague heart. So here we go. I'm going to put this away because I'm not going to be using it on this character anymore. I'm not going to be using those on this character anymore. But I don't need this sidearm. So what we are going to do then is we're going to take a look at Bob. Bob's a masseuse. We like Bob. He seems to be cheerful. Oh, hey, we've got something here. Scouting, discipline. Discipline's almost always helpful because it increases stuff. All right, so we're going to take Bob out for a spin. We'll see how Bob does these things. We're going to let Bob drop off some materials. Then, because we're over, we're going to build a workshop here. Now, we have plague samples, 6 of them. We're going to go to the infirmary. And then the first thing we're going to do is we're going to craft 1 plague cure. Now, we don't have a lot of other options. We've only got 1 plague cure, but that will keep me from getting infected, like I almost did with my other character there. If I'm interested in increasing their recovery time, I can put Giles here into. We'll check him into the infirmary, and that way he's getting better faster. Now we start comparing here. So max durability, ease of use, and knockdown are all higher. It makes a little bit more noise. I'm not really that concerned about that. So we'll take the pipe, or get rid of the pipe, and we will take the shotgun that we found and those bullets, and then we are going to head out with our metal bat that has a decent impact rating. And that's basically what it means to be prepared for a plague heart, is you have a way to deal with immediate threats that are going to chew you up, kind of like a feral or something that pops into existence as you're going after your first plague heart, or you know, the more nefarious ones that come along. Okay, so let's see, where else? Almost always want to stop at these fire stations too. They almost always have really really good blunt weapons, or they have, they might have a heavy weapon or two once you're there.
Magic, to answer your question, yes, those 5-year-old cheese slices should be fine. Go ahead and eat them.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they were actually made out of anything from a cow.
Right.
I think it's just oil and yellow food coloring.
Now, in real life, I'm going to suggest not.
Yeah, but if the zombie apocalypse ever happens, right?
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing when you're first getting started, one of the toughest things is trying to calculate that zombies are just noise. They're not really much of a threat. They're not really much of a threat when they're just single, or you know, there's only 3 or 4 that are around you. But once they start,
Halligan.
Yeah, we're gonna try to find a Halligan tool. There's one. Doesn't have much more impact than the metal though. The metal bat. Sorry. Should probably complete thoughts. That helps.
It has a better chance of one-shotting zombies, though.
It does. And lethality is great. That is one advantage of blades. It will help you deal with the zombies that are in front of you. However, the likelihood that you would need to deal with individual zombies isn't, especially if you're going after a plague heart, isn't as important as finding a weapon with high impact.
It's finding a weapon that has what?
High impact.
Oh, high impact, yeah.
Which we have not found yet, really. We've found decent impact with the blunt weapons.
Joe, you have to understand that not everybody that plays this game is as deft at dodging zombies as you are, though.
Right.
So, being able to dispatch, the occasional zombie is also important.
Right.
I know that you're doing like the optimal min-max of prepping a new community for this, but you're also going to be running, people are going to be much less, like I can't crazy dodge like you do. I just get smoked. So I have to take in something that also deals with a little crowd control.
Well, I mean, that's what shotguns are for, right?
Well, that's what my shotgun is for.
And
we're talking about.
Yeah,
we're talking about the game.
Yeah. Crowd control. There's another Halligan tool. One of the things about State of Decay 2 is that, you can dodge through zombies. So that gives us an advantage. And so learning to dodge it will literally save everything's life. But we are mostly prepared.
So you said you were looking for a high impact weapon. That's something that people can see on the breakdown of the weapon in their inventory. Right?
So that's why I've been highlighting this when I bring it up, is that
Gotcha.
you can see the impact rating there in the upper left when it goes underneath stats. The little fist thing. That's your impact rating. And the higher that is, the more damage you do to juggernauts, humans, and plague guards.
Joe is absolutely doing his best to die in dread.
Yeah.
love it.
I am completely unprepared, nonchalant here. But we have our plague cure. We had snacks because I just used the last of them. But it's mostly about buying yourself time. And
by the way,
using the territory.
I missed last call, by the way. I think that we might be about to fire off our YouTube winner. So if you didn't hit enter, it might be a good time to do that. But you might have also missed your shot, not sure.
Well, we already got our winner, so YouTubers will have to wait for the next one.
Okay, yeah, so it looks like Twitch folks, you're going to be starting up soon, and you can type !birthday again if you want to get a crack at the hat. And congratulations to person whose name I can't pronounce because it's in Cyrillic.
Now, one of the things about your ranged weapons is they do all actually have impact ratings as well. It's not just the power rating that goes into it. Power ratings are helpful, but each one of these also has an impact rating. So some of them are super helpful. Aha, here we go. Finally. Now you'll notice, once you get into the heavy weapons, even though the metal bat isn't necessarily bad, my impact rating just doubled when using heavy weapon, when pulling out this heavy weapon here. So I'm gonna get rid of pretty much everything in my inventory because it's holding me back. We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take this because it's lighter than that other thing by a lot. We're getting better at combat, so rather than a chef's knife, we'll take a combat knife. And of
Now,
course,
Joe,
we'll
would you
take
break
these.
open the ruck at this point to try and get a Molotov, or is it still more valuable as?
I think it depends on who you ask. Like Fall Down would definitely say break it open to get.
Fall Down's about breaking stuff. You
Yeah.
can't hand that guy a rock and without it handing you back gravel.
Right. But
I'm
what
kidding,
I
love it.
But what I would say here is we're good on fuel, and I don't know how many Molotovs are gonna. It could be up to 2. It could be 3. Oh, I see. It's 1 or 2 Molotovs. It's right there in the description. And so I'm 1 or 2 Molotovs might help me deal with zombies. So maybe we'll go ahead and break that open. It only gave me 1, and now I'm disappointed. But we can put this in the fuel. And
So
then we can move on.
I should congratulate Ernest Culling, was actually the winner of our YouTube competition. So we've kicked off another giveaway. People can type !birthday if they're on Twitch into the chat to get the next Twitch prize. I was about to say headlights. Okay, so it sounds like you kind of broke it down. So I counted 4 things that a person needs to think about when they're preparing for a plague heart. One was a weapon that's good at damaging a plague heart, high impact, high power.
Yes.
Another is a weapon that's good for dealing with zombie ads that show up when you're fighting the plague heart, especially things like ferals.
And
there was cure for yeah.
Oh, I found a new car. This is gonna take a minute.
There was cure for infection, and then there was stamina to make sure that you don't, run out of breath.
Yeah, so you need fuel for your car. You need fuel for yourself, i.e. stamina meds. That's why I'm using the energy drinks here, and I also had the snacks earlier on. And then you need a plague cure just in case things go sideways. Now, the focus here should be on buying yourself enough time to bring down the plague heart, especially in Dread, Standard, Green, and I think a little bit in Nightmare, because you're more likely going to die because of the zombies that are overwhelming you, rather than the plague, which is kind of what kills you in Lethal more often than not. And so the reason I like the heavy weapons is they provide 2 of those things. One, it's a way to deal with the plague heart, but then the amount of area that you cover with one swing in front of you is enough to deal with most of the zombies that are going to be coming when you start hitting a plague heart. As case in point.
Are you positioning yourself so that your hits will not only strike the plague heart, but also zombies coming in behind you?
I'm sorry, Geoffrey, I didn't hear that question.
That's okay, you're busy.
The music is loud, and these headphones.
Yeah, we haven't gotten the audio balance perfect yet. How to handle that in this room that we're working in. So sorry about that.
But yeah, I do try to position myself in a way that's going to give me a way to hit the zombies and the plague heart at the same time.
That was exactly what I was asking. Perfect.
Yeah. I thought it was something along those lines. Don't go back in until the cloud has dispersed. Okay. I mistimed that. All right. Now, most of the zombies that come after you, especially in Dread and below, they're gonna die before they even touch you. All right, we got that. Oh, and look at that. Look at that. So higher impact, better max durability, and higher knockdown. So the next time we go in against another plague heart, it's going to be even better. All right, I'll grab some energy drinks. I'm going to eat some of these painkillers before we go. And then, I forgot about our new car. Is the old car empty? Was I thorough? I was. Okay. Let's go ahead and break this down again. That gave us 2 Molotovs this time. Excellent. And then I'm going to do what I really hate doing, which is waste gas by topping this off with a full gas can.
You were doing the thing there that you yell at everyone else for doing.
Yes.
Whenever we played and we'd fill it up, you'd be like, "Why?"
And the answer is because I've got too much gas in my
You're
trunk.
a hypocrite. Hypocrite.
Or I've got a fast car and I've got way too much fuel.
Oh, while you're driving, I'm going to show off what Texas Digital Gaming sent me the other day. I'll be right back.